Time to talk some Santa Anita for Friday. I have a couple best bets on the Santa Anita Friday card for January the 5th. I'm going to look at races 6, 7, and 8 towards the back part of the card. And as we get ready for the Santa Anita Classic meet, we always head to drf.com because they have past performances, clocker reports, and DRF picks every racing day at Santa Anita. They also have help for us if we need some clocker reports. So first-time starters, surface switches, layoffs, anything you need over there for handicapping the races at Santa Anita, they've got it. drf.com. Also, they have a sale right now. It's the New Year's sale all the way through January the 8th. So when you head to shop.drf.com, you're going to get discounts on all sorts of DRF products. You can save money now on that big sale that's happening through January the 8th. So for Saturday or for Friday, I'm going to be taking a look at races 6, 7, and 8. Let's dive into the past performances here. Race number 6 is a mile on the dirt. These are made in special weights. And I'm going to take a look at the number 3 in here, Ultimate Authority. This horse is going a mile and stretching out for the first time after going 6.5 furlongs on November the 26th. I like to watch the start of races like this because what happens early could really impact a horse's entire trip in a race. This is the number 2 Ultimate Authority. He was the number 2 in his debut. He's the number 3. So watch, he has a good start. He's right with the leaders here. But they have to make a decision because there's a group of 4 horses that are all going to the lead. Do you want to keep going or do you want to back off? Well, the 2 is in between Ultimate Authority. Now he's with this top group of 3, and he's got to figure it out. Do I stay there? What am I going to do? He has to make that decision at some point. So right here, they back off a little bit, but he just couldn't get back into contention. Now, it's just hard to start and stop sometimes. And that's what we saw with Ultimate Authority in that race. Now, he was actually even within a couple lengths, top of the lane here, turning for home and in some traffic. I don't think he was going to run much better than that, but now he's wide out here. The key is what we saw early from this horse. Sprinting, right there in contention, had to make that decision, backs up, and then can't come on again. Will get Lasix for the first time, and if you look at the rest of the field, She's a Tempest is quick from the rail, 2 sprints to a route, now stretches out. Halone has not showed speed in either start. Gate to Paradise is not fast early. He's tactical. He wants to sit off the pace a little bit, but he's not a speed demon. Scarlet Avenue did not show speed in her debut, and we haven't seen any kind of pace from Discrepancy in 3 starts. I think in this smaller field, with a good beginning, Ultimate Authority could be sitting in a really nice spot in here. This barn has been excellent with the young horses, and they've done a great job with horses making their second start as of late. Ultimate Authority, 8-1 on the morning line. I make sure to use this horse in exotics, and I'll play a win wager if I can get anything around 5-1 or above. Let's move to race number 7. I'm going to look at the number 4 in here. All Have Another Kiss. This is a 4-year-old filly now for Doug O'Neill. Her last 2 turf starts have been really good. They've both been sprinting. October the 28th, she breaks her maiden gate to wire. Then she comes back on November the 24th. She had some traffic early on. She was a little farther back than she would have liked, but she stayed to the inside. Then she had the tip out early in the stretch. The top 2 separated. She finished 3rd that day. She was a clear-cut 3rd, and she showed us that she can pass horses if she has to. But she has a lot more speed than just that last running line would suggest. Remember, she broke her maiden going gate to wire. Look at the last 2 races, and you almost want to combine the 2 of them. Can she just sit a little closer than she was last time, but not right on the lead in here? That's what I'd love to see from All Have Another Kiss. Has more speed than she showed last out, but she can pass horses. She's 6-1 on the morning line. My value line is 9-2. If she's anything over 4-1, I'm going to make a win wager on her in the spot. Then we move to race number 8. I'm going to look at the number 3, Jaminetti in here. This guy isn't a win machine, but he's very consistent, and this is a good spot for him. This is the level where he fits. He most recently was third. He was only beaten a neck behind Lambo. In Lambo, if you look at his running style, he is a speed horse. He wins when there's not other pressure. He doesn't like to deal with pressure. Lambo doesn't sit off the pace at all. He's a one-dimensional speed type. He got the lead. He was able to just hold on that day. Now, let's look at the way this race projects. Lambo's very quick, but his most recent race was going 6 furlongs. He'll have to go 6.5 in here. So he's going to have to go a little bit longer, and he was all out for that win. Right next door, Top Gun Tommy, he's quick. He can put pressure right on him. Jammin' Eddie, it's not like he's slow, but Disco Ball is very quick. He can put a lot of pressure on Lambo. And I think dropping in class, they'll probably try to do that. Just make sure this horse is handled like he's one of the best in here and get him aggressively placed. You're also going to have Elector, who's adding the blinkers after not even getting involved last time out. I'd imagine they're going to want to try to get him forwardly placed on the drop with the blinkers on. Patron Dioro, he's very quick as well. Established, he wants to sit off a little, but he doesn't want to be too far out of it. I just think Lambo is going to be facing a lot more pressure than he faced last time. And it could set up very well for Jammin' Eddie, who has enough tactical speed to stay close early, but he can just keep grinding. And at 6.5, he will continue to fight. He battled. He couldn't get by the loose on the lead. Lambo last out. He's 10-1 on the morning line. He was right there on the wire with Lambo last out. He's super consistent. His last victory came at the $25,000 level, going 6 furlongs. We've seen him win going 6.5 as well. I think there are plenty of things to like about Jammin' Eddie, who was 10-1 on the morning line on Friday at Santa Anita. We'll have some plays for Saturday at Santa Anita. Remember, they start that coast-to-coast pick 5 where you can play on Saturdays and Sundays races that are from both Gulfstream and Santa Anita set up in a pick 5 sequence. That's a 15% takeout, a $1 minimum, and it's a really nice payout because it'll carry over to the next day if no pick 5s are hit. So take a look at the coast-to-coast pick 5 on Saturdays and Sundays at Santa Anita in Gulfstream Park. And remember, whenever you're playing the races, you have to get to drf.com. And for Santa Anita, they'll have past performances, clocker reports, and DRF picks every racing day. Good luck on Friday at Santa Anita.